I think that Shark Tank is the greatest show man has ever created, but only when the ideas are bad.
For example, Homeboy is trying to sell a self-tasting watch that changes the taste of food. Here's how the rest plays out.
You can't be that stupid, Robert, to even speak.
I would take an offer from anybody besides Mr. Wonderful.
Listen, it's no different than NASCAR only being good when there are crashes. Yo, that man could have died, and I want more. Like, yo, why can't I watch an absolutely cursed episode about like some old wrinkly dude pitching a cigarette with 10 times nicotine? Oh wow, thank you, ChatGPT. All right, let's check out what it made.
Hello, Sharks. My name is James, and I'm seeking $500,000 for my company, NicoX. We've developed a revolutionary cigarette that contains 10 times the nicotine content, providing an unparalleled experience.
Oh man, I really want to know how the Sharks are going to react to this. But big problem. This ain't a Shark Tank episode. This is a text document. I said I want to watch more Bad Idea Shark Tank episodes, not read them. So for the next step, we need to somehow prepare this text to be used in an app. Now, I want you to brace yourselves, okay? Because this is a really complicated coding step. Are you ready? ChatGPT, could you please format this as a .json? Now that's what I call RIP coding jobs, greatest hits. Now I have the episode script in a format that the program can easily understand. Now we just need the actual program. Okay, so now what? Well, I have this powerful Shark Tank script generator tool, and now I am just dying to see it in action as an episode that I can watch. So I fired up Unity with the goal to simulate this episode. I basically just did the bare minimum as proof of concept and generated this 10x nicotine episode.
The idea is simple: smoke less, get more.
Smoke less, get more,
that
baby.
Sounds dangerous. How did you even come up with this idea?
It's about giving people the freedom to make their own choices. With smokeless, they can get the same nicotine hit with fewer cigarettes. It's a win-win. You're selling addiction on steroids. This is a free market.
Oh my god.
There's a demand, and I'm
He's
supplying
snapping back.
Simple economics. This is not only morally wrong, it could be illegal.
Really?
I'm out. I don't need approvals when I have paying customers.
Oh my god, Terry is vicious.
Do you realize you're skating on thin ethical ice? Ethics is a point of view. Mark.
Honestly, that is feeling pretty entertaining. So I added some polish, and just after a few hours, I generated a new Bad Idea episode, One-Way Marriages.
Imagine being able to marry your crush without waiting for them to say yes. That's what One-Way Marriages offers.
Wait a minute, Eddie. Are you saying this happens without the other person's consent?
Exactly, Barbara. Why wait for love when you can just take it?
Oh my god.
This is borderline insane and definitely unethical. How are you not already sued for this?
This episode was a mistake. Yo, I am pretty impressed with what we're able to do with these new age tools like ChatGPT with only a couple of hours. Out of curiosity, I also generated the legendary Elizabeth Holmes pitching Theranos, and even myself pitching my newly released manga, which, by the way, I am doing a manga/video game release under my new IP called Hackswear. I've been working on this story for 3 years now, and I am so proud to finally be releasing this. It's got 2 cover variants and a Hackswear game that you can wishlist on Steam. I'd love your support by picking one of these up and wishlisting the game by visiting hackswear.io. Links are in the description. But anywho, I'm getting some solid laughs out of this thing, and I'm pretty happy how this is progressing so far. But I can't help but to feel this generator would only be impressive if the year were like 2015 or something. Not to mention, these are just missing that pizzazz, you know what I mean? It just doesn't quite feel like a Shark Tank episode to me. There's just something lackluster about staring at awkward 3D avatar animation loops that doesn't even sound like the original personalities. It's 2023, and I just know we can do so much better. And so I started to play with this other AI tool called Studio DID, and it has a really impressive face driving algorithm, which I think could be a great tool to use to make the Shark Tank episode simulator feel a bit more like what you'd expect. And with using another AI tool called 11 Labs to clone virtually any voice, I can mix the two together to make a clip like this.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Jabrils, and I love Shark Tank, but the biggest issue I have with that show is that most of the pitches are pretty reasonable. Because do you know what pitches are the most entertaining? The bad ones. Very entertaining stuff.
Okay, this tool is hella cool, and if I master it, I will rule. So, BRB. Okay, Update, but you're not gonna like it. So the DID algorithm mixed with 11 Labs is a pretty OP combo. I was testing out a bunch of stuff, planning out a work pipeline, getting ready to use the API, when all of a sudden I was out of credits. What? I've paid over $50 and I've only been able to get about 10 1-minute generations. And that isn't even including the cost of the voice cloning AI. And that's when I realized it was costing me nearly $8 to generate just one of those videos using this tech. Hey yo, no. I am not about to spend $500 and just testing to see if this works. I'm not gonna lie to you, this almost put this project to a halt, but thankfully, a little website called GitHub exists, and I went on a crazy GitHub searching binge to find an alternative. This is Wave 2 Lip, an open source algorithm where you feed it a video and an audio file, and it will output the lip synced to the audio file. It's pretty much the same thing as the DID algorithm, except it's of extremely lower quality, and it doesn't do any of the eye blinking or the head movements, and it looks a lot more uncanny. Okay. It's nowhere near the same thing, but it's free to use, so that automatically makes it much better than DID, alright? Don't ask questions. Besides, DID doesn't even let you say the word ass, and that sucks ass. Unless I request a review by upgrading to an advanced plan. How much does this cost? Open source. No, but in all seriousness, I've got to figure out this voice cloning situation. Okay. I have something exciting to show you. Check this out here. Here is all the generated audio played sequentially to see what a Shark Tank episode might sound like.
Hey, Shark.
Oh my god. What the f?
I'm Nicotine Ned seeking $500,000 for a 20 stake in my company, Hynix Cigarettes.
So you're selling cigarettes?
Interesting.
Okay. I mean, it sounded like a crab trying to learn how to speak English, but at least it did something. I had a little bug with the voice generation, but I was just formatting the text input wrong. And once the voice output was a lot more audible, it was time for full force go mode. I connected it to the lip syncing algorithm by way of automation, of course. And after just 21 minutes, we were finally ready to watch something.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Nicotine Ned seeking $500,000 for a 20 stake in my company, Hynix Cigarettes.
So you're selling cigarettes?
That sounds dangerous. What about the health risks?
Hynix targets existing smokers. We believe less inhaled smoke is healthier overall.
I can't support the tobacco industry. I'm out.
I agree with Mark. I'm sorry I'm out.
Bravo indeed. And yeah, I just happen to have a random photo of Jake Roper on my computer, okay? What of it, all right? Oh, and Jake, if you're watching, buddy, your likeness now belongs to me. And yo, can I just say, even though there's still a lot more work to do, holy shit is this more fun than I would have ever imagined. Who would have thought a one-click text to Shark Tank episode generator would be so fun? Following this, I did a bit of polish, adding in final images and whatnot, and then I just generated a bunch of episodes, having a good old time by myself at 3 in the morning, laughing at synthetic Shark Tank episodes.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Wendy, and I'm here to ask for $150,000 for a 15 stake in my company, Baby's Whisper. The noise canceling baby monitor.
Noise? Canceling baby monitor? Does it cancel the noise for the baby or the parents?
It's for parents.
So you're telling me that parents will not hear the baby's coos, babbles, and other sweet sounds?
Exactly, Kevin. And focus on their much-needed sleep or other tasks.
Interesting.
It felt very futuristic. Low-key dystopian, but very futuristic indeed. Much wow. But once the novelty wore off a bit, I found an algorithm that up-res the videos and got to work on adding them.
Alright, so I added the final step. This generates the high-resolution version. You can see, like, it takes this input here and then converts it to here.
Imagine a warm mood-setting lamp, but instead of lamp oil, we're using gravy. I'm seeking 100...
Did you see gravy?
That's pretty funny.
As in the sauce?
That's right, Barbara. It's a renewable, eco-friendly fuel option, and it heats your dinner while it lights your table.
Wait, so the lamp heats up the gravy and then what? I pour it on my food?
Exactly, Damon.
I've been on this show for a decade, and this is by far the strangest thing I've heard.
Wow.
I'm out.
Wow. Interesting. I say bravo. That was pretty good.
And from there, the finish line was in sight. I added a lot more random faces for the entrepreneurs. I added a special guest feature where I could feature virtually anyone. And now all that's left is to generate a bunch of bad idea Shark Tank episodes so that I can make a playlist with that good shit.
Alright, so at this part of the video, I was kind of planning on doing like a ChatGPT, generate me the 10 worst business ideas you got, and then just kind of using that to generate a playlist, right? But I just thought up an idea that is far greater than that. Let's crowdsource ideas from the internet. Have you ever noticed that the only good episodes are when someone pitches a bad idea? Comment your bad business idea and I'll turn it into a Shark Tank episode.
I inputted all your worst Shark Tank pitches, and after a few hours, I had a playlist of bad idea Shark Tank episodes to watch. Some of these episodes include the fire alarm muffler, treadmill that feeds you fast food, and of course, baby's first handgun. I cannot wait to watch these episodes. But we made these episodes as a community, so I think that we should watch these episodes as a community. And so, I fired up a live stream and premiered a lot of these episodes.
I'm Jessie, and this is my business, Cat Pizza Wheels. It's a training device that teaches your furry friends how they can sit on a real pizza. I'm seeking $250,000 for a 20% stake in my company.
Did you just say cats sitting on a pizza?
I have a cat, but I never thought about him sitting on a pizza.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. What are your sales like?
We project sales of around $1 million for the next year.
How?
This is kind of growing on me. I'd offer you
God.
$250,000 for 40%. I want to see my cat on a pizza.
Wait a minute. Barbara just doubled your ass.
My name is Doe, and I'm here to introduce you to my product, Fire Alarm Muffler. All you need to do is attach it over your fire alarm, and it ensures that you won't hear a beep while you're cooking. But it will alert you in case of an actual fire.
I'd like to know more about your background and how you came up with the idea.
The idea came to me when I had a false alarm in my house. I thought there must be a better way to solve this problem.
And why do you need our investments?
I am looking to expand marketing and distribution.
Who are your competitors and what sets you apart from them?
I see potential here, and I think it's a great product, and that's why I'm going to make an offer.
No,
I think this product will be a hit on Kuvesi.
Well, you gotta be joking.
I'll match Mark's offer, but don't need as much equity.
Thank you both, Lori. I think the product could do well on QC.
And we all had a great time reviewing a bunch of user-submitted episodes. And in case you're wondering, Baby's First Handgun was very underwhelming. I guess ChatGPT decided to play it safe on that one. Whatever. I asked everyone to participate in scoring the episodes, and surprisingly, there was one episode that won by a landslide. The community-submitted episode, Aquaria Supermarket, was voted the highest. It's an underwater grocery store for fish. Yeah, it's a pretty outrageous idea.
Did you just say a grocery store for fish?
Yes, fish,
A grocery store
like
for
any
fish?
pets, have particular needs and preferences.
This is bonkers, but let's get to the numbers. What are your sales to date?
With no pre-orders as of yet, but have conducted successful prototype testing.
So you're valuing your company at $2.5 million, and you have not sold a single unit?
That's correct, Mark.
You're ridiculous. You think fishes go shopping. I'm out.
Thanks, Kevin.
Oh man, what a fun project. Stick around if you want to get your hands on this bad boy. But first, if you want to watch any of these generated episodes, link to the livestream VOD is in the description. Now, if you want to get your hands on this project, I created another channel just for this that takes the top like comment every day, inputs it as a Shark Tank episode, and uploads it to that channel. Or at least that was the plan. Now, listen, I've done everything that I could to get YouTube to accept my uploads from terminal, but no matter what I try, YouTube locks the videos to private. I don't know, I'm just guessing it's like a new account restriction or something. I'm still gonna do it, but I have to upload it manually. So it may not happen every single day, your boy be busy, but just a heads up. So go participate with the community by liking comments that you really want to see as a Shark Tank episode. Lastly, if you're watching this video, but you were also there for the live stream, I want you to comment below, I was there with